John travelled back to the 80s, to the movies he fondly recalled, with Annie and Tom Cruise, Sly and Bruce Willis, before he went bald.
But I want to tell you about a movie called Maximum Overdrive.
Now, when it comes to B-movies from the 80s, most people will have seen or at least heard of Maximum Overdrive. Written and directed by Stephen King and boasting a soundtrack courtesy of AC/DC, how could things possibly go wrong? Now, if you like bad movies, you'll think this is the bollocks, but if you don't, then you'll just likely think it's plain old bollocks. It's that simple. In the past, I made it no secret that I love pretty much everything associated with Stephen King's name, and when I saw this movie when I was about 12 or 13, I loved it! It's the perfect movie to just forget all of life's problems and laugh your ass off at people getting completely and totally destroyed by out of control cars. But if cars aren't your thing, then don't worry, because there'll be something that takes your fancy, whether it be trucks, drink machines, lawnmowers, electric knives, or haywire crossing bridges. There's something for everyone here. So let's start at the beginning. How do things start going crazy in this mental film? Read this. No voiceover, no short filmed sequence, just a title card saying something about the Earth floating into a comet. Who cares? So, Stephen King directed this film because he was apparently sick of filmmakers turning his stories into crap film adaptations.
And I finally decided if you want something done right, you ought to do it yourself.
Which is the best joke in the world because King upped the stakes and made one of the worst movies ever committed to celluloid. And here's the man himself getting randomly called an arsehole by a cash machine.
This machine just called me an asshole!
Now if you don't find that amusing, then this film is not for you. But maybe seeing a bridge open up and sending a melon truck toppling over will amuse you. No? How about death by a melon? Now that's class. Don't you just love how things are flipping over and people are flying around? Isn't this one of the greatest openings you've ever seen? It rivals Zardoz for the best 5-minute opening if you ask me.
Zardoz speaks to you.
Now every time something happens to somebody, you'll hear this music. It makes the hilarity almost too much to take. I mean, getting petrol in your eyes shouldn't be a laughing matter, but Stephen King did a good job here. Here's another example. Oh dear me. So what's the basic plot here? A bunch of idiotic people who you grow to quickly hate getting holed up in a diner in the middle of nowhere and getting terrorised by evil trucks and cars. Fucking comets. Whoever thought they could cause so much trouble? So here's a quick rundown of the annoying bunch of goons in the diner. Emilio Estevez, he's the main star so we can't really knock him, but he looked really pissed off on the DVD cover. Probably thinking that the film he's starring in is complete and utter bollocks. Come on, show us a smile, Emilio, you still get paid for it. Don't be too down in the dumps anyway, I'm sure this is only a stepping stone to a great career in the future for you, like the Mighty Ducks. So, who else? Ah yeah, Estefes is a bit on the side. She's just a drifter, probably a slut too. The annoying married couple, now seriously, you'll shout repeatedly at your TV in the hope that these two die, especially the woman, because her voice is enough to piss the dead off. And funnily enough, she does the voice for Lisa Simpson.
Don't make me a widow on my wedding day, Curtis.
She's just got one of those delightfully punchable faces, I'm sure you'll agree. The fat bastard who owns the diner, an eccentric Bible salesman. Yeah, you've always got to have an eccentric Bible salesman in a film like this. The guy who got petrol in his eyes, petrol guy's son, an annoying waitress who whines almost as much as Lisa Simpson, and just a bunch of other random goons who are just there to help out with the body count. Watching this film is kind of like watching those monster truck shows, except you cheer for them to run people over whilst AC/DC are playing out over the top. That's the best way to sum this film up. So check this out. The half-blind guy decides it's a wise idea to go for a walkabout to look for his son, and he gets squashed. You know, there's no pulling punches here, or there's no mystifying subplots going on, or great character development. It's like, if you're half-blind and you go for a walk, you're gonna get run over and turned into roadkill. Which is good. Now at the same time this is going on, his son is riding around the town looking at dead people, and what's that, a dead dog with a toy car rammed into its mouth? I wonder if those evil toy ninja robots come to life like a ninja Terminator and try to kill people.
Supreme Ninja.
There's even a bloody ice cream truck patrolling the streets. I honestly think Stephen King knew he was making one of the funniest films ever made. I mean, check him out here in the trailer.
It was my first picture as a director, and you know something? I sort of enjoyed it.
The guy's completely loopy.
So come and spend some time with me and my friends at the Dixie Boy.
Yeah, alright Steve, chill out.
I'm gonna scare the hell out of you.
Sure. I mean, here's another classic amusing moment. Seeing the Bible salesman flip out after his car gets smashed.
Son of a bitch! Out of my way, bitch!
How often do you hear Bible salesmen saying, "Get out of my way, bitch"? Probably all of the time if you actually get into a conversation with one. If there's actually any Bible salespeople out there, please let me know if this is how you talk to your customers. Look at that nasty green comet in the sky. Quality effect. So, Estefes has the brainwave that they should all hop on board a sailboat and travel to a small island where no motor vehicles are allowed. Give me a break. How are you going to get there? What kind of an island is this? I suppose no electrical equipment's allowed either, so it's like living back in the Stone Age. Great plan, Emilio. Brilliant. So our favourite Bible salesman and Estefes are outside while the trucks ride around and one of them reverses after him. Shock horror, but why does he keep running in the same direction? People are just assholes in films. So it hits him and he goes flying into a ditch. That's a shame because he was really amusing and now we're just stuck with all the irritating dickheads like Lisa Simpson. Fancy seeing some quality acting? I love this next clip.
You can! We made you!
Yeah, okay, we get the idea, you made them. Brilliant.
We made you!
I wonder if that's where the AC/DC song Who Made Who comes from. Inspired by this daft cows inane rambling. Amazing. So after a while they decide they can't leave the Bible dude out there in the ditch and crawl on through the sewers to get him. Meanwhile, Petrolized Son happens to be crawling around with the salesman who looks pretty dead. Shame. Yeah, oh yeah, he's dead. But wait, you can't keep a fucking Bible salesman down? Hell no! Listen to him making demands to the little kid.
Pull me! I can't. You're too heavy. Get me out of this ditch, or by Jesus, I'll kill you.
Pull me out of here or I'll kill you. That's great. I'd love to see the script for this film. It must be like one of the greatest pieces of literature ever. So Estefes pops up to save the kid and they declare the Bible dude as dead. Well, that was a pointless scene then, wasn't it? It's time for the machines to recruit some new friends now, so in come the heavy artillery. Now, I don't know about you, but if I saw that, I'd keep my head down in fear of being shot. But not these goons, they just stand around like they're eager to be shot. It's like, ooh, me, my turn now, yay! And if once wasn't enough, it's now time for another helping of worst acting ever.
We made you! Can't you understand?
Want to know?
You can't do this! We made you!
Yeah, you made them, you daft bitch, Jesus Christ. So when she gets shot, it's like, yeah, rock on, thank God. Even the fat fuck owner of the diner gets covered up in tomato ketchup after he's blown up a bulldozer with the rocket launcher. Sorry, where the hell would he find a handy rocket launcher? Well, in his secret basement, which has plenty of guns and explosives. How perfect. So, hoping to strike up some kind of friendship, they start to fill up the automobiles with gas. Now, naturally, they run out before too long, and the trucks aren't too happy about this.
What? What do you want?
What does he expect? The truck to talk back to him? I think the Comet really fucked up there in not giving the electronic appliances the ability to talk to humans. Potential idea there for a sequel if you're listening to this, Steve King.
What?
So they decide to escape via the underground sewers, and it's just in the nick of time because look at the trucks destroy the diner, which blows up. So just when you think they're safe, the evil ice cream truck appears, but that's quickly wasted. And then the leader of the trucks with the green goblin face pops up and mows down this guy. Yeah, I know I've neglected to mention this truck up until now, but it's done. I've mentioned him, so there you go. Estefes does his best Arnold Schwarzenegger impression and blows it up with a rocket launcher, and that's it. Onto the sailboat for the next 6 days until the comet buggers off. Except hold your horses because the end title screen says it was a UFO, which was destroyed by a Russian weather satellite which happened to have laser cannons and nuclear missiles. What? I think this was made when Stephen King was still in the midst of his drink and drug problem, so, you know, I'll let him off. So, cheers Steve, you've given the world one of the best, worst films ever made, and we love it. So, scoring Maximum Overdrive isn't easy. It's shit, so it deserves a shit score, but it's so funny and amusing that it deserves a good one. So, I'm just going to give it 10 out of 10 because who honestly cares? I'm just going to rock out to some more AC/DC and dream of mowing down random goons in a Green Goblin truck.